This weekend was a parade of horribles, ranging in cringe rating from simply chuckle-worthy to outright aorta smashing. So when I sat down to start writing this video, choosing the topic was like a taste test between Clorox and Lysol. Take your pick, you get the same effect. There was Ashley Judd's mental illness exhibition.
But I feel Hitler in these streets, a mustache traded for a toupee.
There was Michael Moore ripping up the newspaper.
Trump takes power. I don't think so.
Gosh, he's really been working out. There were major media personalities endorsing political violence.
Richard Spencer got socked in the face just for living. Look at this.
It's Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
Oh man, that just makes me so sad.
Punching the Nazi in the face today, I'm not a fan of gratuitous violence, but that wasn't gratuitous, so I think it has a place.
But at least most of these items have received proper criticism. What bothered me the most this weekend was actually something that was similarly insane, but received near universal praise for some reason. Aziz Ansari's monologue on Saturday Night Live. People are calling Aziz Ansari's response to President Trump on SNL perfect. Aziz Ansari's brilliant SNL monologue. Aziz Ansari took to the SNL stage and delivered some stand-up logic to Trump. At last check, the video had nearly 3 million views and a very healthy 12-to-1 like to dislike ratio. Now let me say this, I understand that this is a comedy routine, and comedy routines are often loose with the facts. But the overall message of this monologue is sincere, as is much of its reasoning. Indeed, much of the reason this monologue is receiving the praise that it is not for the jokes, but for the sincere takeaways. There are some obvious exaggerations in the monologue, like this one.
Yesterday, Trump was inaugurated. Today, an entire gender protested against him.
Now, he meant women, of course, but incidentally, it turned out to be true. This entire gender right here was comprehensively represented at the protest. Ha! Her butt is on backwards. Classic. But much of what Aziz says is not exaggeration for comedic effect. They are sincere words intended to tell you the proper way to live your life.
The day after Trump's inauguration. Pretty cool to know, though, he's probably at home right now watching a brown guy make fun of him, though, right?
Because Trump is racist. Edgy.
The problem is, there's a new group. I'm talking about this tiny slice of people that have gotten way too fired up about the Trump thing for the wrong reasons. I'm talking about these people that as soon as Trump won, they're like, we don't have to pretend like we're not racist anymore! We don't have to pretend anymore! We can be racist again! Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa! No, no! If you're one of these people, please go back to pretending.
Well, while we're talking fringes, let's talk fringes on both sides. I don't even know who you're talking about. These formerly closeted and now emboldened racists. Though if you have evidence, I will happily look at it. Even if they do exist, I don't find that problem as significant as the other fringe. Your fringe. I'm talking about this slice of people that have gotten way too fired up about the Trump thing for the wrong reasons. I'm talking about these people that as soon as Trump won, they're like, oh, we don't have to pretend like we're not criminals anymore. If anyone needs to go back to pretending, it's that fringe.
You know who I'm talking about. There's like this new lowercase KKK movement. This kind of casual white supremacy. Oh, let me put my foot in the pool and see how cold this water really is. No! I'm talking about these people that are running around saying stuff like, Trump won, go back to Africa. Trump won, go back to Mexico. They see me. Trump won, go back to where you came from. Yeah, they're not usually geography buffs.
I don't think Aziz is a truth buff. Who the hell says that? I live in a bigot state. I've never heard anyone say these things. Trump won! Go back to being funny, Aziz.
Lowercase KKK, man. They're out there, you know? Hate crimes and stuff are on the rise.
Hate crimes are on the rise according to whom? The Southern Poverty Law Center's Book of Fairy Tales for the Victim Hobbyist? None of that storybook is substantiated. Two of their primary sources are social media and self-submissions on their own web form. Hijab pulling is a meme now because it is habitually faked. The latest FBI hate crime data we have are from 2014, long before Trump was a serious political player. The only documented Trump-related hate crime I've even seen is
Fuck Donald Trump, nigga, fuck white people, boy.
But as Joseph Goebbels said, repeat a lie often enough and people will believe it. Jeez, Aziz, you really gotta cut down on all this casual Nazi talk. But it's okay, he's just a lowercase Nazi.
A lot of people are Islamophobic, which doesn't make sense on paper, because, you know, the God in Islam is the same God that was revealed to Abraham in Judaism, Christianity, same guy. But people are scared. Why? Because anytime they watch movies and TV shows and a character's Arabic or they're praying or something like that, that scary-ass music from Homeland is underneath it. It is terrible. You want to end Islamophobia? Honestly, just change that music. Like, if the music was different, if it was just like, people would be like, man, Islam is one whimsical religion, isn't it?
I think public skepticism about Islam has several more reasons beyond false idols and cynical media portrayal, but I will give a fair chance where requested. Does the whimsical music help?
Some of them asked Artan if he was okay when he suddenly lunged out of the car with a knife.
Omar Mateen, a self-proclaimed ISIS supporter, is about to unleash terror.
The two attackers accused of killing 14 people pledging allegiance to the leader of the so-called Islamic State.
Well, I grant that was comparatively whimsical, but I still have some questions about Islam.
Trump should make a speech, a real speech, denouncing the lowercase KKK. Don't tweet about me being lame or the show being lame. Write a speech. I think it can make a difference.
He ought to give a speech on that damn Sasquatch, too. Reduce that rise in lunch theft.
Fun, somebody stole all our lunches.
Who would steal 30 bag lunches?
I'll tell you who took those lunches. That damn Sasquatch.
Is there any first world problem more luxurious than the imaginary one? Aziz opens and closes with the need for unity and decency.
So look, we're divided. It's okay. We've always been divided by some of these big political issues. It's fine. As long as we treat each other with respect and remember that ultimately we're all Americans, we'll be fine. It's not about politics. It's about basic human decency and remembering why the country was founded in the first place.
Which is wildly hypocritical in the context of the rest of the monologue. Isn't unity and decency great? By the way, it's all the fault of you scumbags that we're not unified and decent. So get to work fixing yourselves. The overall positive reception to this monologue bugs me, but I can admit that comedy is subjective. Sometimes you find things funny for no reason at all. You just like what you like, and there is no underlying rational reason. But in this case, people are offering a reason. What bothers me further is why people are responding positively to this piece. Outside the actual top comment that reads, "I do believe there is a such thing as a Trump voter who isn't a racist, homophobic asshole, but I'm still looking," the next most popular comment is, "This was a really funny yet super fair monologue." Another top comment reads, "As a Trump supporter, I think this was a very fair speech." Super fair. Very fair. When I think fair, I think give and take. I think compromise. I think acknowledgement of what you can concede or what you can sacrifice to find the middle ground. Instead, Aziz, you offer nothing but blame. You lost the election. You concede nothing. You want unity, but you say it's everyone else's job to change to make that happen. And you make unfounded accusations against others that form the basis for their need to shape up, all the while ignoring the documented degeneracy and criminality your side commits. If you want unity and decency and compromise, try something like this. Here is what I would like from you, and here is what I will offer in return. For the last year plus, the left has had both its fingers pointed outward with blame, and they keep pointing with full extension, even though it keeps losing them elections. If you want to be fair, take at least one of these blame fingers and point it back at yourself. Until you do, you are more than welcome to maintain this record pace in political defeat within the delusion that everyone else still owes you something. They don't. You want good faith? Start offering it yourself. You want people to listen? Start listening yourself. You want the shedding of prejudice? Start shedding your own. And maybe once you do, we can start laughing together again. I previously reserved this statement only for Amy Schumer, but Aziz, I have never not laughed harder in my life. Let's bring the intelligent comedy back. Thanks as always for listening and for supporting this channel. Always appreciate that thoughtful discussion down below and especially over on Twitter. That is at ML Christiansen. You're always welcome to come hang out and chat in my live streams. Those are linked down in the description. Looking forward to it. Okay, bye.